Vinery Stud is another great stallion station in the Hunter Valley of New South Wales, with a wonderful group of clients supporting their stallions and their yearlings regularly featuring as Group 1 winners. Let's see the Vinery draft for Inglis Easter 2021.
Forbidden Love, racers clear with us around state.
Group we have here, and it's been the model of the farm too, you know, playing the long game. And standing horses we actually truly believe in, and because they've got to cover our mares and we're going to commit our mares to them. So that's an important factor in choosing a horse, and maybe these stallions didn't come in high profile, and certainly, well, Headwater for example looked like being anything, but he came out and started off with a modest level of mares, and you know, these stallions are upgrading their mares, and which is the very thing we look for in choosing stallions and looking at their progeny.
And it is very much a client-based farm, isn't it? I mean, you're the people that are behind Vinery Stud and obviously are the people with the mares that are going to the stallions, and obviously they support the stallions, and you know, you're not just relying on outside horses. You have a really good, solid support base within Vinery.
Very much, because very much of what we're doing we want to stay involved with, and we've got, you know, owners there that want to breed their horses and want to keep and race them a lot of times, and we're happy to, you know, we go back into the market and look for progeny by our stallions to put into our racing partnerships, and it's just what we believe in and what we carry on with, and as I said, it's a long game, and you know, we keep playing it. The farm is, you know, very well established old farm. It's got a fantastic record of producing good strong horses, and we've built a lovely broodmare band that's resident on the farm, and you know, we're starting to see some great results.
Adam, it's an exceptional draft here at Vinery Stud for 2021 Inglis Easter. We're starting off looking at the filly by Snitzel from Miss Gunpowder. We know what a super sire Snitzel is, and the dam was just a wonderfully tough race mare. She won the 1,000 Guineas Prelude, 8 races in total. So a lovely first foal, and has that really powerful Snitzel frame.
She sure is. You only have to look at her to realise what she's by. She's a real Snitzel. She's very rounded through the hind quarter. Obviously Miss Gunpowder was a very talented 2-year-old when she started racing, so I think this filly will be very similar. You know, she looks really sharp and early, and Miss Gunpowder, you know, she went on to win stakes races as a 4-year-old too, so I think there's a little bit of scope for this filly as well. But you know, a lot of residual later on, because you know, Miss Gunpowder's only a young mare. She's a first foal, as you say, and you know, she's going to be bred up in the future too, so you know, a good residual value type of filly, this one.
Lot 348, this is a colt by Siyouni from Indiana Wells. We know Siyouni is a wonderful sire of some real stars such as Sotsas and Lawrence and Al Merton winning the Todman here. And the dam's by Sadler's Wells. The full sister to this colt is a stakes place getter in France. He's a leggy, big sort of fellow, isn't he, with a big, extravagant, swaggering sort of stride.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a big scopy colt with lots of strength, and as you say, Siyouni's been a wonderful stallion overseas, and you know, it's a sire line that, you know, we always thought would do really well here in Australia, but being a son of Pivotal, you know, it's a real early type of sort of sire line, and you know, I think we've only seen 5 Siyounis come out to Australia already, and 4 of them are 1 and 3 stakes horses, so you know, they're obviously adapted to our conditions, and yeah, he's a lovely big colt. I think he will do something as a 2-year-old, but you know, to me he looks like he'd be a real Guineas type of 3-year-old type.
The third yearling here at Vinery is by Am Invincible from Miles of Krishnan. We know Vinny, of course, recently with Home Affairs, the Silver Slipper, Dame Giselle, so many wonderful, particularly young horses. The dam's by Snitzel, the heir apparent to his sire Redouts as a champion broodmare sire too. And she was a 5-time winner out to 1,700 metres, half sister to a Group 1 winning 2-year-old Il Quello Veloce, and it's a great mare Parfore in the family too. Again, a first foal.
Yeah, no, real sharp sort of filly. I don't think this filly would take very long. You know, the Am Invincible fillies don't, and you know, when you mix a stallion like Am Invincible, you know, with a Snitzel mare, then you know, your chances of success on the track's pretty high, I would have thought. So, but she was a very talented mare in her own right. She won a couple of races at Flemington and won a $250,000. And as you say, Parfour's in the family, and you know, she's got that depth to her pedigree, and you know, I think she's one that'll get up and run as a 2-year-old, and she'll hold a lot of value as a mare later on.
Next is a colt by So You Think from Majestic Flute. Now we know it's just stakes winner after stakes winner for the great So You Think at the moment, including Poland, the Autumn Stakes. He's just won an Adelaide Cup with Good Idea. So Sid Bon winning again. Peltzer, the dam's by Redout's Choice. You don't get any better than that, obviously, as a champion broodmare sire. And she's a half-sister to a 4-time winner, Majestic Music. So this is this great South Australian family with a recent update in a South African Group 1 winner in Run Fox Run.
It is. It's a very successful family over a number of years, and this colt's a lovely big colt. He's very typical of So You Think. He really looks like So You Think, and he's taken a little time to mature, which is why he's in Easter, but he's furnished out extremely well. And just the other day, as you say, we saw So You Think get the Adelaide Cup winner and Good Idea, and on the same day Mr Marathon Man won the Canberra Cup. So he's really established himself as a good middle distance type of stallion and doing a terrific job. And this particular colt was bred by Greg Perry, who's one of our partners obviously, and having a terrific run, having bred the Blue Diamond winner Artorias this year, and even the VRC Derby winner this year too. So he puts a lot of time and effort into his matings, and it's great to see him get a lovely colt like this, and I'm sure he'll be well received.
Lot 63 is a colt by Exceed and Excel from Sanity, a dam by Lonro. It was a winner, assisted a Trim who won the research. So this is basically a brother in blood to the Hownow Stakes winner Manicure. He's very like his sire though, Exceed and Excel, with that lovely sprinty physique and just a lot of quality about him, isn't he?
He's a lovely horse, that's right. He's got a lot of quality to him, and obviously through Godolphin's association, Exceed and Excel out of Longrow mare Cross has worked really well, and this is a sharp little 2-year-old sort of family. The mare was a winner and a sister to a stakes winning 2-year-old. So being an Exceed and Excel, you wouldn't expect him to take long to hit the racetrack, and he's a lovely foal, lovely horse.
And finally here, this gorgeous colt lot 5, getting off early in the sale by Exceed and Excel from Peace Force. We've talked about Exceed and Excel, what a wonderful sire he is. Of course, Bivouac continuing on, not just his Golden Slipper winners too, but he's a current star sprinter. And the dam won 7 times, including the Group 3 Glenlogan Park Stakes. She's a half-sister to Aramine and Gliding. But this is an absolutely stunning colt, isn't he? He's that gorgeous red bay, the black points, and just well put together with a great action.
He's a lovely horse. He's just been a standout, from the time he was born and all the way through, and he's just got a lot of quality. Obviously we've had a big association with Exceed and Excel. We sold him as a yearling himself. We've had a bit of luck buying them, horses like Headwater and Exceedance in our stallion barns. So it's a breed that we sort of know well, and I've got a lot of time for this colt. He is just magnificent, and obviously out of a good tough running mare in Peace Force. So he's going to start us off with a bang, lot, as you say, lot 5. So, but we're really looking forward to getting him down there and showing him off, because he's a magnificent colt. I'm very happy with the draft. It's it's our biggest draft at Easter for quite some time, with 19. But just when a few weeks after they were in, sort of going over them when we got back from Melbourne Premier, you just kept walking. They kept walking past, and you were shaking your head, and you were just going, wow, like it's a really good draft. So I'm sure it'll be a really strong sale based on what we've seen so far, and we're looking forward to getting them down there.
Great representatives of the professional and friendly operation that is Vinery Stud. Bruce Neal's Cressfield is a boutique broodmare farm with some of the best bred mares in the world, having the good fortune to go to some of our greatest stallions. Again, this year's matchups make your mouth water, and these horses are undoubtedly headed for further racetrack success. Well, here we are again at Cressfield in the middle of a beautiful season, as opposed to last year with the drought and everything so terribly dry. But the farm looks fantastic. The yearlings look wonderful, and of course they're all from these great brood mares that Bruce Neal and their whole team have collected.
They absolutely are, Carolyn. We're delighted with what we got to present this year. I think we've really saved the best for Easter. I know a lot of people say that, but I think we've really picked them out this year. They're just a wonderful, wonderful bunch. We're really excited.
And of course, from the farm, from Cressfield. You've had the great success with Personal, an Easter graduate too, which is even better, winning the VRC Oaks and coming back in great form too. Great mares that you have on the farm, you know, Listen Here, Deepfield, her son, now has his own Group 1 winner. So, and there's so many other relatives to these wonderful mares that keep producing on the track.
Yes, it feels like it's really come together for this particular draft, Carolyn. We've got a lot of really current pedigrees, things that are happening, and you know, we've got a lot of relatives in the barn here, so it's really exciting. You know, things like Enthar, we've got a close relative to. You know, like you say, we've got a half sister to Deepfield, like who's just had his first Group 1 winner. Like it's all happening, and we have them here ready to sell. It's just wonderful.
Well, we start with lot 4, who is by American Pharaoh. This colt from Park Esteem. So he's the half-brother to the stakes winners Great Esteem and High Esteem. She's had 5 to race. What a wonderful broodmare Park Esteem has been. 5 to race, all winners. He's a handsome fellow with a lovely coat. You know, it's just a great start to looking at this segment for Easter 2021.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, and I don't like to play favourites, Carolyn, but I've got to say he is my favourite. I quite often say he's the one I want to throw a saddle on. You know, he's just so athletic. He really just moves along effortlessly. He's just such a lovely, attractive horse. A bit more of a European type. It'll be interesting to see how he's received, but for me, he's my sort of style of horse. Tragically, we lost the mare last year following this guy, so he's the end of that line. So yeah, get in.
Next is lot 83, by Not a Single Doubt. As you said, the last of this stallion by Redute's Choice, who's just gone from strength to strength, hasn't he? Of course, a Golden Slipper winner to his name. You know, your Scales of Justice. He's a sire of sires now, Extreme Choice doing the job, and others. And this is from Showboard, this filly. She won the Keith Mackay. And this is a full sister to Granny Red Shoes, who was a dual stakes winner. So this is another family you know so well here at Cressfield. The Star Satire, Satin Shoes family. This is a family that just keeps on giving.
That's right. We've sort of been involved with this family for a little while, and this mare particularly, she's just so consistent with her types. She will throw you a beautiful type every time, no matter what stallion you go to. In 2019, she had an All Too Hard we sold at Easter, was the highest priced All Too Hard. She was just a picture. Her name's Jenga, and she was her first start winner. And the same with this filly, just a beautiful type, you know, just so she's sort of imposing. She's got this feminine head, but she's got so much volume to her, you know, she really sort of looms over you, and got this lovely shoulder and scope and hindquarter, just a real picture of a filly.
Lot 162 is by I Am Invincible from Wild Rain. The dam's a dual group winner by Manhattan Rain. It's the Northerly North Boy family, and it's only her second foal, which is a lovely filly. She's really balanced, you know, she just stands up very naturally too. And of course, you can't go wrong with a Vinny in the Easter draft.
No, absolutely not. Like you say, she's so balanced. She's just a little pocket rocket. She's just gotten speed written all over, you know. Her hindquarters sort of this wide. She's just such a powerful, strong filly, strong shoulder. Just a really impressive type.
Then we get to lot 205 by Not a Single Doubt from Artistry. The dam was a 3-time group winner, including the Newcastle Newmarket, and by Shamadal, who's just so fabulous all around the world. It's only her second foal, but it's the family of Samantha Miss. There's a bit of Zabeel thrown in there as well. But that lovely Not a Single Doubt power in this filly, and what a lovely action.
Yeah, she does have a lovely action, doesn't she? She's got that real lovely swing to her tail. She pushes off from a hocks when she walks along. Really looks like she's moving somewhere. She's just a quality filly, isn't she? Very much like a dam. A dam really seems to stamp her foal, so she looks like the spit out of a dam's mouth. You know, just a really lovely, feminine, strong, lovely type.
Then lot 392 by another one by I Am Invincible from Listen Here. Now this is just an absolute blue blood, obviously, by a great sire from this wonderful broodmare who threw Deepfield and Shooting to win as her first 2 foals. Then Zanaya, who was second in at Toys Show. 5 to race, all winners. And again, you know, you don't get much better than this going to Inglis Easter.
No, absolutely, perfect record, and you can't ask for anything more. And both, you know, like you say, her first 2 foals, both sires of stakes winners. You can't do anything more than that. I don't think there would be a better elated filly in the whole catalogue. She's just really exciting. What I love about this filly is she just looks fast too. She's that real compact type. She sort of springs off her feet. Beautiful feminine hair, clean throat latch. Really thrown to Vinny in that regard. But yeah, she's exciting.
Finally, lot 71, I Am Invincible from Secret Agenda. Now, this colt is just gorgeous, strong, powerful, handsome. I mean, if he can run, which you would hope that he would with his pedigree and his looks, he would just make a gorgeous stallion in the future. Just a handsome fellow. The dam, by not a single doubt, she won the Sangster Stakes and a close relation to the Gimcrack winner in Enther. Just her first foal. That's pretty unbelievable too, looking at the size and scope of him. And third dam, Euphoria, won the Champagne Stakes. So just a fabulous mix of so many pedigrees and a great type.
And it's such a current pedigree. It's really, really coming to the fore right now. And yes, I think we use the word strong a lot when we describe our horses, but I'm really reserving it for him to say he is a bulldog of a horse. He's just muscle on muscle. It might be a euphemism to call him laid back because he can border a little on lazy, but I think that he might just be saving it for race day, which is a really lovely combination, that really strong colt that's really just sort of laid back and takes it all in his stride.
Well, again, a cracking draft here for Cressfield, but it must be so exciting too, you know, after last year not getting to the actual sale physically, to be taking these gorgeous horses down to Riverside.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the saying? Chomping at the bit? Yeah. Really, really excited. I've been here 15 years now, Carolyn, and I've got to say, without reservation, best draft we've had to take. Very excited indeed.
That is part one of the 2021 Inglis Easter Yearling Sale preview. Don't miss part two next week as we travel back to the Hunter Valley to visit some more great thoroughbred nurseries, as well as looking at some fabulous yearlings in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. Don't forget the Inglis Easter Yearling Sale will be held on Tuesday, April 6th and Wednesday the 7th at the Riverside Stables at Warwick Farm in Sydney. I'm Caroline Searcy. I look forward to seeing you again next week.
This program brought to you by Inglis. The Inglis Easter Yearling Sale, Riverside Stables, April 6 and 7.